comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here with a comic convention haul. There's a small local convention that happens every month or two here in my area. And I had some good luck. There's actually a couple different conventions. This one was up higher, about an hour away from me, which it's a little far for where I'd like to drive. But I had some good results. And then I also showed up. There's a flyer for an LCS in that neighborhood that I've never been to that was having a 40% off sale, everything in the store. So I also have a little bit of stuff that I purchased from them. So let's get into it. So for $1, I believe this was $1, Ultimate Spider-Man. This is like the cartoon version, number 16. Awesome cartoony Venom cover that I really love. So I think these are hard to find. I know the issue before it is one that a lot of people are looking for. I've never seen this one, so I don't know if this is harder or easier to find. If anyone knows, let me know. Picked up Amazing Spider-Man 317. I got this for $5, and it's in really decent shape. I was actually thinking of getting this signed by McFarlane when I send some books out. But there's a couple of spine ticks, but I may just send it without getting pressed. I don't know. For $1, Venom, Sinner Takes All, number 2. Just sitting there, unbagged. Really great condition. Bloodshot 6. First Ninjak. $1. Second print of X-Men 270. I don't think I've owned this one. So I have all the X-Men issues, but not variants or second printings. If I see them, I'll pick them up. For $5, Daredevil 106. This is an early Moondragon appearance. I have the one before it and the one after it, so this fits that little set of mine. For $1, first appearance of Omega Red. These are moving off the shelves. Even the dealer that I bought this from said, "Oh, I've sold like 5 of these today," because he's had them for years and years and no one's picked them up. Awesome Jim Lee art, Omega Red, awesome character, so it seems like he's picking up some steam. Also for $1, Exiles number 1. This is a really awesome series if anyone hasn't checked it out. It fits my sweet spot of time travel, alternate realities, alternate versions of characters, and how consequences change. Blink is the star in this. She's the part of the new Gifted TV show on Fox. So it's a good read, and I think it's Judd Winnick, maybe. But worth checking out, at least the earlier issues. I stopped reading after a period, but I always enjoyed it. Thanks to my man Rag718 who was there, who told me about the Savage Dragon at this table for $1. I didn't realize that there are color variants to this issue, so I have to see what the other one that I have, what color that is. So I'm going to be checking these out to see if there's any difference between the other ones and if I find any other ones out there. So awesome books. And those were $1, and $1 for this. And this isn't number 3 is this cover of Astonishing X-Men, but this is number 6, and it's not for resale. I think this was with a toy or something. I have to research it a little bit more, but for $1, and it's Astonishing X-Men. I love that run, especially the Casady run. So it's a pretty cool book. Also for $1 each, I was able to pick out the Spectacular Spider-Man Sin Eater run. So Spectacular Spider-Man 107, 108, right? 109, which is an awesome cover. Oh, I love that. And 110. So, and this is I think the Death of Jean DeWolf storyline that was so big back in the day. And as a result of the Sin Eater, that spirals into the creation of Venom, because Venom wrote a story, Eddie Brock wrote a story about Jean DeWolf. So, actually, no, I'm sorry, the Sin Eater. Back up. So I think that sort of led to him being disenfranchised and be in despair and then going to commit suicide, and then the symbiote fell down on him. So all connected. He's not in this, but it's a key storyline right now. And the last two. So for $1, Avengers Infinity Gauntlet. This is the weird retelling they did of it. #1. It seems to be harder to find. Maybe worth something a little bit more as the movie comes around. And then I've never seen this in the wild. I bought it at the LCS when it first came out, but X-Men 450 when X-23 joins the team. So that's an awesome book to find for $1, and it was one of the last finds of the day. It was a dealer. I had looked through his stuff already. No one picked it up, and I was like, okay, mine. And then I left that con, and there was a flyer, 40% off at LCS, local comic store, not too far, sort of on my route home. So I stopped by and actually was pleasantly surprised. I always look on Yelp to see if there's back issues in the pictures or what have you, because if it's just modern issues, comic issues on racks, I'm not interested. But if there's back issues for me to hunt through, then yeah, I'll take a look. It's worth the trip. So they had some current stuff that was reduced. Well, everything was reduced. So, and I also bought bags and boards that were 40% off their normal price. So that was a huge deal and a huge savings. But the recent issue of Astonishing X-Men #5, the Greg Land cover, so I got that 40% off. The Guardians of the Galaxy Granoff cover, 146. That was also discounted from $10. So that was nice, probably about $6 then. I bought 2 issues in their $3 bin. And so they were discounted off of that $3. So Arkham War #4, this is the sketch variant cover of that. Modern issue, 40% off, Justice League. Forgot about that. Wildcats #1, 40% off, $3. Not bad. And that's the McFarlane variant on that Jim Lee cover. Sorry. Yeah, that's the Jim Lee cover. For 40% off, $5. Spider-Man Deadpool #1. I bought this for like $20 back in the day. I got it signed. I got a 9.8 from McGuinness, but just a cool book to have for $3 or so. Teen Titans #1, the Turner variant. Love Michael Turner's work. Deathstroke #1, the lenticular that they did for the Forever Evil timeline. That's actually Teen Titans 23.2. So it's a cool book to have. And then the last one, I need to do some research. It was $10, so I got it for $6. Is X-Men's graphic novel God Love Man Kills. This is the trade or a second printing. There are a couple of versions of this on Mile High Comics, so I need to look and see exactly which one it is, and check that out. Sorry, the dryer's running. So this seems like it could be a hard one to find. I may have a gem, but I don't think it's that big of a gem. I have to check it out. So if anyone has any intel on this, let me know. So that's the haul. Excited what I found. Awesome dollar books, awesome ones that were a little bit beyond. Trying not to get mired in dollar books unless there's something really awesome, just because my collection is growing so much and there's only so much room, and stuff that I'm trying to sell, it doesn't sell fast. So it takes time to do that, and I just don't have time because work is kicking my butt. So hope you enjoyed the haul. I'm going to be posting some more things, more contest entries, more variant covers that I found. So stick around, and you never know what you'll find. All right, take care.